Oh yeah. What's up guys, it's Tsukasa. Welcome to Dark Souls 2. Oh yeah. This is section just gonna be a first impressions video. Me first time playing through, just the beginning bit and my first impressions to the game itself, the PC version. Not using a controller, using keyboard and mouse, and just my first impressions for game systems, game mechanics, and things in the game. Don't misconstrue me. I'm very likely going to be hard on particular things, you know, saying, oh, well, that's not good, or that sucks, or they could have done better here. I'm only talking about that one particular thing. Do not misconstrue me. I'm not, you know, saying that, oh, this isn't like it should be, the game sucks. No. I'm just talking about, you know, this one thing. Maybe this control thing is not right or whatever. So don't misconstrue me. Totally first impressions. So let's get started. God damn it. Press start button. Yeah, real great. That's not a good sign when I don't have a controller plugged in. It say press start button. It should say push enter or left click or something. So yeah. There we go. Well, I'm gonna be back. Yet again, poor fucking port to PC. With the UI at least. Look at this. What the fuck is that? And I have to fucking right click to hit back. This is just ridiculous. The camera sensitivity. I think, okay, you're done, yeah? Okay, good. Move on. And close it. And you go back. And no, it didn't fucking take it. No, that's not fucking working right. And fuck me. No. Oh my god, back. No, fucking back. God damn it. What poor fucking UI work. Just atrociously bad. I thought Skyrim had a really bad user interface with its PC port. No, this tops the cake. It really does. It's fucking horrible. I got back and fuck this. It sucks. Aside from those user interface issues, the graphics, they're passable, but to be honest, guys, this is what Dark Souls 1 should have looked like 3 years ago. They're dated-looking graphics, and I only bring it up because on the Steam page, it was touting the graphics. It was saying, oh, leap to generation with unheard-of effects. Bullshit. These are not unheard-of effects. These, for a 2014 game, they are not. They're subpar. They really are. These, look at that rock. That is ugly. The textures are not very good. They're passable, though. So, yeah, they're passable. By the way, this is the highest graphic settings in 1080, so it doesn't get any better than this. But for a 2014 game, it should be better. My next point of contention for my first impressions of the game, aside from the graphics and the user interface being wonky, there is no in-game mouse sensitivity, just camera sensitivity, so that's why the mouse here is flying all over the place, because, you know, my sensitivity is set fairly high as default, because I have a Razer Naga, but having to exit out of the game and tweak those out of game, that's bullshit. A PC game should have mouse sensitivity as a game option in-game. But that aside, the biggest thing that pisses me off is I don't have a controller. I don't have a controller plugged in. I have a keyboard and a mouse. That's what's plugged in to my computer. That's what should be registering. But the mouse, or the pop-ups, don't register the controls for keyboard and mouse. What? I hit A to open. Really? Freaking really? If I hit A, I move to the side, because that's what fucking A is. That is the controller A to hit open. So what the fuck is that on my keyboard? Bullshit. That is complete and utter bullshit. It would literally take the dev team a week tops to change the UI pop-ups to show the keyboard controls on them instead of controller controls. That's bullshit and completely unacceptable for a PC game. All of that aside, at least the game is playable without a controller. Dark Souls 1 was completely unplayable. It was a get a fucking refund. This game does not work at all if you're not using a controller. It was horribly bad. It was atrociously bad. At least this time, you can use my mouse to change the camera angle. Dark Souls 1, you couldn't. You had to use... You could try, but it would jump like this just with the slightest touch. So, at least that works.
You know your own name.
For
Here's
cutscene.
your reward.
graphics
for
are
sharing.
not quite that good. The animations could be better as well.
It's a human effigy. Take a closer look. Who do you think it's supposed to be?
Here's another UI problem that is pretty BS for a PC game. So yeah, Explore here, yeah, is many items, okay? But what are these items? It doesn't tell me when I mouse over them. What the fuck? Yeah. So I can't really gauge what's this ring is gonna give me. I don't fucking know. What are all these things it's gonna give me? I don't know. And you can see these stats down here. You can just kind of guess at them what they really are. I'm guessing that book is attunement. I don't really remember from Dark Souls 1 what all these icons are, or even if they might be different this time. So when I mouse over them, it should give me a pop-up that tells me what the f that is. I'm just gonna have to totally guess at what these stats are when I'm picking my class. That's not right. Whenever you mouse over shit, it should give you a pop-up to tell you what it is, especially in character creation, so you can make an informed decision as to what you want to do. Ha ha ha! I finally figured out by mashing all the fucking buttons what moves this guy left and right. Because of course down here it tells me to use the right stick. Yeah, real fucking helpful. Now, I finally figured out it's J and L after going through every fucking thing I could think of. Jesus. Now aside from the interface issues, I'm actually pretty happy with the character creation. There's a wide range of options. The hairs are very limited, and so is the homeland. But in the advanced settings, you can go in and tweak like everything. Overall stuff and in-depth stuff. Lip shape, protrusion, occlusion, fullness. I mean, there's a good amount of options in there to make yourself look different. So I am happy with that. Just the user interface is very much so a letdown for a PC game. They could have, in every aspect, done better with the user interface. But I'm pretty happy with it. I don't know what class to go with though. I'm pretty torn here. I don't know. I want to go Sorcerer, but as I recall from Dark Souls 1, I had a pretty hard time with the magic, and I just ended up using a sword and board most of the time anyway, or two-hand sword. So I'm thinking I might just go Warrior, since this seems to be the only one that starts with a shield. I'm tempted by the Knight, though. And I'm only guessing here by these stats. I think that's health, stamina, strength, dex, and that one's attunement. I don't know what any of these other ones are. Don't know. But the Knight seems to have a good mix of stats. I don't know. I'm gonna think about that one. Overall, though, character creation's good. Just let down by a poor PC interface.
Over again.
Yeah, for close-up, they really could have done some better textures on that. For a cutscene, it's just too low res. It's passable, but barely for a modern game.
But now, the fire shows signs of fading,
Yeah,
and the kingdom is beset by hollows.
that's kind of weird. Facial expressions aren't very good at all. Really, the graphics aren't terrible, but I'm not impressed by them either. It's just, yeah. But let's get into some gameplay here. I should note, whenever I was mashing buttons trying to figure out in the character creation how to rotate the view, apparently as it was hitting those buttons, it actually affected my character standing in the world, so it was really weird. Whenever I came out of that, I was stuck walking like this. I didn't know how that happened. I had to go through the key bindings and figure it out. Z apparently toggles the walk on and off, so that's kind of weird. But I'm gonna jump into some gameplay here. Oh, I did find a chest up here. That's why I always search around. Find stuff. Oh my god, there was a corpse back here that I couldn't reach. I had a hell of a time trying to get to it. I finally just, like doing shit like this, was able to get to it. That was bullshit. I should have wraps onto that. One thing that would have been nice is, and I'm not seeing it here in the key bindings, is to have the equipment inventory button To have a key binding for that would have been very nice. Instead, I have to hit escape and then find it up here. If I could, I would just bind it to like B or I, so I didn't have to go through this little thing right here. Just immediately pull it up. That would have been a nice touch, but sadly, not available. Okay, that didn't work out so well. These little gravestone-looking things, whenever you walk up to them, you can examine them and they tell you, you know, what button to push, which of course is set for the fucking controller and not my keyboard. But as I was reading that one up there, I accidentally hit right-click. Boom, that happened. And now I can't read it again. It was telling me how to lock on to stuff. Oh, God. That's funny. There's another issue here that is totally on my end. It makes sense. My character is right. I wish I could have chosen this, though, whether my character is right or left-handed. But my character is right-handed, so the sword's in his right hand, so right-click swings the right sword. But for me, that's backwards because your main attack in like every game almost is left-click. So left-click is actually what would be my shield if my shield was up. So I might have to reverse that in the key bindings. I don't know about that though. Let's see. Left stick and B. Yeah, real fucking helpful there, dude. That's driving me nuts, you know. Fuck you. Don't be lazy. It's a fucking PC port. Actually fucking do the work to make it. Oh, it's stupid. My frames are very smooth. Everything, you know, optimized to working with it from what I can see. So, that's a plus. God damn it. Urgh. I fucking walked off the edge on accident. Actually, I didn't walk off. I was on the edge, and then as I tried to back up, it didn't work. I fell. Oh, that's good. At least these stupid tome things that I accidentally destroyed, they respawned by going back to the fire. What is that? Right stick around while target locked to change targets. Oh, I see. So it's probably then like A and D. Boy, this is really makes it much more difficult to fucking learn how to play. Combat's smooth though. It's exactly what I expected from Dark Souls 1. Very much liking in that. I haven't figured out how to kick or do the flying attack to the target yet. But you can still, oh man, I'm all holified. You can still go into two-hand mode though with the weapon, which is nice. Pretty much all the features from Dark Souls 1 that I would expected I've seen, pretty much, aside from the kick attack. I'm trying to do it, but it's just not working. Maybe it was no. It was like forward and attack at the same time, but it's not doing it. But oh well. Maybe they just removed those features from the game, which kind of sucks because the kick thing was really cool, and yeah, the fly, fly to attack thing was useful in some situations, but maybe I just haven't figured out how to do it yet. Yay, and back to where I fell off. Yep. Oh, good. I still have the retrieve thing. Hey, revival. Yeah, see what I did here was I was examining this, and then I accidentally hit like right click or something, and I got really close to that edge, and then as I was trying to back up, I was holding the walk, and then I hit the back up, and as I turned just like that just, it was too much, and I fell off. Awesome. Progressing nicely then. Wait. Oh, okay, that button. Climb down. Okay, cool. How do I do this slide thing? Whoa, shit, no. What the fuck was the slide thing before? Figured it out. Yeah, it's just, spacebar. Wait, no, that's, what the fuck was it? I swear I did the slide thing. There it goes. It's down and roll. Okay, cool. Which way do I go? I'm totally lost. Alright, I think this is the way I came. Yes, I went through that mist thing. So this mist thing must be the next one. hey, that's neat. If you, I've rebounded to V, I forget what it was, whatever it is to two-hand wield. If you tap it, it's your main weapon, your right-hand weapon, like always, like in the old game. But this is new. I don't remember this being in the first game. If you hold down that button, it will two-hand wield your left weapon, which is, that's a nice touch. If you're dual wielding like I am at the moment, although I happen to have a dagger, so two-hand wielding a dagger is not exactly the best idea, but hey, that's a cool feature. You know, I'm being a turret. I should go back to the bonfire and see if I can use these souls to level up. Damn, I guess there's not a level up button. But you know what? This is probably considered a tutorial area, and as I recall from the first game, you couldn't level up in the tutorial area either. You had to wait till you got to the first main zone. So I'm guessing that's what's going on here. This is kind of cool, some of the new features that they have with this. I'm guessing as soon as I find more bonfires and quick travel between them, that's nice. So you don't have to keep doing so much backtracking, or, yeah, that's cool. The burn, that's the restore humanity. I'm guessing these human effigies are the equivalent of the arbitrary humanity number in the first game that just showed up next to your hit point bar on the HUD. So it's nice to actually have an item for that instead of just an arbitrary number. So that's kind of cool, and burning that would restore my humanity. The item box is the coolest, though. I always felt in the first game I was carrying so much junk, and there were so few ways to clean out your inventory. So it's nice to have an item box bank kind of thing. I like that. It's a good feature. You know what? This is probably a good wrapping up point. I don't mean to make this into a Let's Play, and after I play dozens and dozens of hours, I'll do a full review on it. But it's probably a good wrapping up point. The video's probably running too long anyway. I'm thoroughly enjoying myself. It's fun. It's Dark Souls 2. It's exactly what I expected, having played the first game. It's challenging. It's difficult. It's fun. It's good. The port to PC is a bit of a disappointment, to be honest. The user interface and navigating windows is very poorly done. The controls are just not. See, it's just not right. No, it's just not right. But the moving around, the combat, and all of that, very functional with a keyboard and mouse. So if you don't have a controller, and you're wondering, is the port to PC, playable? The first one wasn't. This one is. It's very functional. The key bindings, you will have to go through and very carefully pay attention to them, memorize them, and probably change a few things around. I know I had to do that. That's because it doesn't tell you how to play the fucking thing. Whenever you walk up to these things, it tells you what the controller button is, even though you don't have a controller plugged in. That's not right, and that's a serious flaw. It's pure laziness on the developer's part when they ported it to PC. It should not be like that. If I had a controller plugged in, sure, it should do that. But since I don't, it should tell me what the keyboard buttons are. That's just game development 101. It's the same story in the inventory here, like down here at the bottom, X to show item info. What the fuck is that? I don't have the fucking controller plugged in. Y to sort? Bullshit. Total bullshit. Since I don't have a controller, like I said, it should show me the keyboard thing. So that's bad. Aside from those problems, though, the graphics, they're passable. I honestly expected better graphics, especially the way they touted it in the Steam page, and from what I heard from other people, they said the graphics were good. I would not say they're good, I would not say they're bad, I would say they're passable. I'm not impressed, but I'm not disappointed. So that's where I stand on that. Overall, though, definitely not regretting purchasing it. It's fun, it's Dark Souls 2, man. It's exactly what I expected, so I would recommend the game as far as that goes. But anyway, I'm going to have to sign off here. I hope you did enjoy. Don't forget to thumbs up, subscribe for more. Until next time, have a good one.